Hello folks, this is Aitan Ajha from InspiredToRise.com and today we are going to unbox and review Asus ZenBook 3. So guys, let's begin. So guys, we will firstly start with the unboxing for the ZenBook 3. It comes in a very nice leather packaging and it comes with a USB Type-C charger for this one. You can also charge it via supported power banks and I did try so and it worked flawlessly. Inside the box you also get the documentation etc. And now let's just take a look at the specifications of this device. It comes with the latest generation Intel Kaby Lake Core i7-7500U, 512GB PCI Express SSD, 8GB of LPDDR3 power saving RAM, 12.5-inch Full HD 1080p IPS display, an LED backlit keyboard and a fingerprint reader also. On the right hand side of this device we have the single USB Type-C port which supports USB 3.1 but it's just one single port and I had to use a USB Type-C to USB adapter in order to use my devices along with it. And you also have a small power indicator on that side also. On the left hand side we just have the 3.5mm analog jack for your headphones and auxiliary cables. The Asus ZenBook 3 is surprisingly light at 910 grams and just 11.9mm thin. The display is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 4 which is really tough. And the Asus ZenBook 3 is available in quartz grey, royal blue and rose gold color. We reviewed the rose gold one. The Asus concentric circle design is quite visible on this laptop also. The Kaby Lake architecture is just a frequency improvement upon the Skylake architecture, but the 3.5 GHz maximum clock speed does make for better single core performance, and the laptop that we tested had only 8 GB of RAM, but it was enough for your day-to-day needs and even a little bit of gaming. This is one of the last times that Intel is using the 40nm architecture and they are expected to further shrink this size in the future, and then we will have even more thinner laptops. The bundled Intel HD Graphics 620 is capable of pushing up to 4K videos and you can easily watch 4K videos on this one. You can game a little bit. By default we get 476GB out of the 512GB for storage. The Geekbench score reflected the clock speed improvements and this one is definitely 15 to 14% faster than the Intel Core i7-6500U. That's the same processor that I have in my laptop which I use for the live streams. And this one is definitely more powerful, but because of the fanless design of the Asus ZenBook 3, sometimes thermal throttling becomes an issue on this one and the clock speed does go down. The Core i7-7500U is a dual-core CPU but the performance was impressive. I was able to play Tomb Raider 2013 edition at around 40 to 60 FPS depending upon the environment, textures, etc. This was on 720p at lowest possible settings because this by no means is a gaming laptop, but it can still play some previous older titles and that in itself is good. The IPS display has really great viewing angles and colors, contrast, sharpness etc. was appreciable on this device. The laptop ran surprisingly hot when I was playing this game and there are vents just below that Asus ZenBook sticker. These are hidden vents and the fan was blowing at full load while playing this game. But still thermal throttling wasn't that much visible over here. There were occasional frame drops when the device heated really high, but the game was playable to a huge extent. I recently got a fast internet connection so I tested 4K video streaming directly from YouTube and the laptop was able to play it flawlessly without any stutters or lags. This shows that the graphics capabilities and the processor are really capable for such normal to intensive tasks. The keyboard for this one falls short of my expectations. It does look good and it does have a LED backlit mechanism, but the keys were not much to my liking. There's also the fingerprint reader on the top of the trackpad which works nicely, and you also have dedicated settings for this one to set it up in order to unlock or lock your device, and that works good. This device has Harman Kardon speakers and the audio quality was surprisingly good for such a small form factor device. Let's just test the maximum volume and playback on this one. The maximum that we got was around 110 decibels and that too is quite loud. The audio was good, but because of the size of the speakers, there wasn't much of the bass and low end. Still, I would consider it to be one of the best audio speakers on such a small form factor device that I have seen till now. Dedicated ACUS utilities like the iCare switcher mode, which turns the blue light down and makes the device more easy to read, are still there on this device, and these added softwares do make the overall experience better. On normal usage, it gives you around 7 to 8 hours of battery life easily, and if you are using some other power profile like the high performance mode or something else, or even really maximum brightness, then you would get around 4 to 5 hours of battery life. If you are doing something really intense, then minimum of 3 hours plus is guaranteed on this one. The Core i5 variant for this one starts at around $1,000 plus, which is around your 75,000 rupees, 73,000 rupees mark. And the specific model that we tested is definitely above 1 lakh rupees of price, and for such a price I would recommend this laptop only to people who are serious productivity professionals who need a device which has great battery life and performance on the go, and who need a laptop which does deliver on almost all of these aspects while staying quiet and does offer you a full HD display in such a small form factor, light form factor. Then this device is certainly meant for you. If you're somebody who is a gamer or somebody who does video editing, then this device is certainly not meant for you. One of the greatest shortcomings of this device is that just like the Apple's MacBook lineup, it does have only one USB Type-C port, and you have to buy the ASUS USB Type-C adapter in order to convert it to more number of ports and SD card reader and everything else, and that accessory in itself also costs you additional money. So that's something which makes it a sort of sour deal for few consumers. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome tech reviews like this. It takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. Do hit the thumbs up, do subscribe, and do spread the word. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.